there. He just told me where to go, what to do.
Whispering to
So
you.
here I am. I'm going to be
Wow.
the champion of WWE, and I don't even know how to work.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but Vince, I wasn't screwing up. I was getting better and better and better. The more I performed, the more better I got. The more promos I did, the better I got. And by the time I won the world title, there was no looking back.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and then being a great follower made me a great leader, and I learned how to work myself and improvise. And before I knew it, my next opponent was Stone Cold Steve Austin. I beat him for the title.
Yeah.
So the two biggest, two most popular superstars in
Yeah.
history were
Yeah.
my first two titles.
Wow.
And it was a blessing because they taught me so much.
Yeah.
That I became a great worker after that, and I started leading the matches. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the state of sort of the fans? Has it changed? Because I remember as a kid, I used to go all the time, and I remember, like my old man used to take me and Dougie when we were kids, and I mean, like that it was like vulgar back then, man. I mean, people were like throwing bottles into the ring. It was, I mean, the things that people were saying. I remember being like, first time, like being really scared, like, you know what I mean, of the audience, right?
Yeah.
But I'd gone to see you a few times, and man, I was actually really surprised with how civil it's much.
They had to change it, and a lot of it had to do with WWE becoming a publicly traded company. Once they did that, the shareholders decided, how do we make the most money? Kids. How do we get kids there?
Mm-hmm.
Parents. How do we get the parents there? Market to the kids.
Yeah.
So everything, merchandise, everything they do, everything's PG rated now, if not even G rated.
Yeah.
You can't swear. You can't say anything that isn't approved. So they're making more money now, and I'm not going to say they have a bigger fan base.
Yeah.
They do worldwide, but in the United States, the Attitude Era was pretty much, the main era where we were selling out every single night.
Do you think it would have been easier for you to play a heel or like a good guy?
Well, I think starting out, the problem with wrestling is pro wrestling is, in order to be a babyface, be a big babyface, you have to be a heel first. The fans won't accept you until you go through the process of earning your keep before you go. So whether you like it or not, you have to do it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. I liked people pissing people off. I thought it was fun. And every once in a while I get something thrown at me, or